Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Den Excelsior, the mostly Marvel show. I'm your host, Ricky.
It's podcast.
It's show.
If you want me to change the thumbnails, let me know.
I mean,
it says podcast.
I asked you a long time ago, what are we? You said we were a show.
I think you can be a show and a podcast, but still be available on all podcast networks.
We are a audio first show.
What does that mean? What is show?
We're audio first. We just record as a courtesy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's why that makes us a podcast. That's exactly why that makes us a podcast. Yes.
All right, so we're in agreement here. We are a podcast. Great. I am your host. With me, as always, Dennis. Talking about
sassy today.
The second best Ant-Man movie, or second worst, depending on
it can be both. It can be both at the same time.
It can be both at the same time. Ant-Man and the Wasp, 2018. 2018's Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Spoilers is not good.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't gonna go there.
I think Ricky thinks it's fine.
I didn't say that either.
Okay, I just said I said what I think. That's what I think.
What have you been thinking of doing, or thought to have done in your past week? That was.
I lied last week when I told you that I would watch Stick first. I ended up watching all of Pluribus.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, I got hooked on it. It was pretty cool. It was a very, very fun show to watch. I also, while I was cleaning up a lot of stuff around my room and everything, I was binging the back half of season 4 of Abbott Elementary. It's a really easy show to have in the background, and just laugh at the jokes every now and then. And then, of course, I watched the final match of John Cena on Peacock on Saturday night. I had some friends over and we had a blast. I know that you and the better half also watched it. What did you guys think?
Yeah, we watched the entirety of it. It was, I think it's cool that he lost. I am in the camp where I know John Cena has gone on record multiple times saying he is done, done, never coming back, done.
He's never coming back to wrestle.
I will believe it when I see it.
He did sign a contract with them to be an ambassador for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I mean that's everybody, but in terms of him wrestling again, I believe think it works in everyone's favor if there is a belief that he could maybe still come back.
Nah, I think it's better. I think his story ends in a really beautiful way, where he finally knew that it was okay. He knew that it was okay to leave, to let go. You know what I mean?
I think you're looking more into the storytelling.
Yeah, because I love wrestling for the storytelling. That's what I'm saying. I think that's the story that he wanted to tell, and I think that he has made it very abundantly clear through interviews that the wrestling also really puts a big hamper on his ability to do acting, because the lawyers have to take out insanely high insurance policies because of his weekend activities that he does when he goes to wrestle. So it's cost efficiency for the studios if he chills on wrestling while he focuses on his acting career and stuff like that. That's not to say that I don't believe that one day in his late 50s he might decide I want to do it one more time, whatever. But I know that the reason he wanted to do it, the fundamental reason that he wanted to retire, is he wanted to do it before his body couldn't do it
Yeah.
anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He never wanted to
I
look like an old man trying to prove that he could still do it. You know?
look. This weekend, you don't follow sports, but the former quarterback of the then San Diego Chargers, who is a 44-year-old grandpa, came out of retirement and played a full game
Yeah.
in 4 days' notice. It gives me hope that eventually
Fair enough. I will not try
can do and will do the same.
I will not try to ruin your hope. I just don't believe that he'll come back, and I think I liked his story the way it ended. I thought it was cool.
Surprised, it was cool to watch it. Obviously, there's it was neat to see people that pop up. And pretty they were on the screen for a little bit. That was interesting. That was a nice little, like,
Yeah, people wanted to be there for that one. You know, it was
you can tell he has a lot of respect in the industry.
Yeah,
for not necessarily being a good wrestler, but being for like a good person.
Yes, he's definitely more popular for the persona that he projects rather than the wrestling. And you could definitely make an argument that the match itself was kind of boring because they just kept doing the same moves over and over again. But you know, like,
I wish a little bit more of a professor of Thugonomics came out.
Yeah, I think he's outgrown that part of him for sure. But I if you haven't watched Raw today, check out the first 10 minutes of it. It is awesome. It's I think that, you know, his plan when he announced the retirement is he wanted to leave the business in better shape than when he came into it. And the star that he has made out of Gunther, I have never heard a human being booed as hard as he was booed today on Raw.
It looks dumb. His whole gimmick is dumb.
Elaborate.
He's a cool villain.
Elaborate. What is dumb about his?
He's like a classic wrestler.
Yeah, he's a pro wrestler. He's a classic wrestler. He's a throwback.
That's dumb.
Why is that dumb? It worked for like 40 years.
It didn't work for 40 years.
It did work for 40 years.
They went out of business multiple times.
They didn't go out of business. That's why they've been in business for 50 years.
No, they've been in business because they know how to pivot.
They've been in business for 50 years. They have not gone out of business, is what I'm saying.
He harkens on an era of shittier wrestling.
No, that's not true at all.
Yes, 100%.
Wait, what do you base this off of, Mister? I haven't been watching wrestling all year long.
You asked for you asked my opinion.
I wanted you to elaborate on what makes him dumb.
I think he looks dumb as hell. And then, he's like, I want to bring wrestling back to the way it used to be. Get out of here.
I think, well, he didn't say that, but I think that your reactions are exactly.
He's like fucking dudes who wear 1930s attire.
It sounds
unironically.
It sounds like it works.
It's that type of shit. He wasn't even alive for that wrestling.
Like he's pissing you off.
So
that wrestling is not old. Randy Orton still does classic wrestling. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, most people do. John Cena wearing shorts and sneakers in the ring is an anomaly. That's not what normal people wear in the wrestling ring. So, but you know, agree to disagree. I love Gunther. I think he's pissing people off in all the right ways, and that's what I love about him. He's got you upset because you think he's dumb. I think that's cool. It's everybody's got a different reason to dislike him.
To tune back out of wrestling until
Wow.
another John Cena comes along.
All right, cool. I guess you're done. Yeah, ride's over
Yeah.
for you. What a waste. I thought I was creating a fan out of you. What about you?
Is that
What have you been nerding on?
what did I nerd out this weekend? I went to like a Santa bar crawl. That wasn't that exciting. It was exciting for like the being out in the community. I think that's always a cool part.
Mhm.
But man, like
You getting a little too old for it?
I'm getting a little too old for it.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little too old for it.
I knew where that was going.
Yeah, kind of a bummer.
You're getting up there in Gunther age right there.
I'm getting up there in Gunther age. Shoot, what else did I do? I know I'm forgetting something. We can it's kind of news related, but there's some trailers that are floating around right now. Did you happen to catch any?
I didn't want to, but I had to watch a crappy leaked thing in 480p because you told me to do it, and it wasn't satisfying at all. But I watched it.
A Doomsday trailer came out or got leaked.
Yeah, it's gonna be like one a week, right, or something like that.
Exactly. So they're doing one a week. The first one focused on Captain America. Next one is rumored to be Thor. The one after that is apparently a Doom one, and the one after that is a general teaser. Apparent. It's all apparent, but the different trailers is a thing.
But yeah, the first one's supposed to be attached to Avatar this weekend, which I mean, really 2 days from now, right? But it leaked a couple days ago, something like that. Yeah.
It's Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers is back. Steve Rogers, Chris Evans is in this movie as a baby. I think you can kind of see where they're.
He has a baby. Just to clarify, it sounded like you said as a baby.
Oh, Steve Rogers holds a baby.
Yes.
Presumably his baby. We don't know.
Yeah.
But
just so you know, I thought it was dumb, and he looked dumb, and everything about it was dumb because it's the antithesis of what we talked about with John Cena. Also, the other problem I have with it is, like, it completely belittles all the effort put into the universe since Endgame and Spider-Man Far From Home. Like, why are we not getting a trailer first with any of the characters that we've invested in over the last 5-6 years?
I'm with you there. I would go a step further. It's kind of shitty for the current Captain America.
Yes.
Yes. Especially shitty for him, both professionally and as a character.
As a character that we invested in, I'm done caring about what Steve Rogers is doing, and I liked the way his story ended too. I really did, and so like I don't want more of his story told. And I feel like the Russo brothers, it's almost like Cap is a crutch for them. You know what I mean? Like they don't know how to tell a story without Cap in it. And
that's fair. The only derivative I can probably pull from the trailer is he has a baby, right?
Presumably with Peggy, yeah.
Presumably with Peggy.
So it's a multiverse Cap.
Yeah. The multiverse Cap. The implication is that his fornication with Peggy has caused some rift in the multiverse of madness that creates beef with a Doctor Doom. Okay.
All right.
Right? Because he's not the whole point. They really hammer in an Endgame, like, don't put everything back the way you found it. Cap doesn't do that.
I mean, I'm not really one to speculate because I do know that the original plan was for all of this to lead to Kang. So whatever this is a reach. It's a reach. I feel like they're pulling a lot of Hail Marys because they know that they're in a bad place.
They need this to work.
Yeah.
I
And
will say
so,
this though. The another trailer got leaked like an hour ago
okay.
for a man with spider powers, a Spider-Man, as you will.
Are you serious?
Yes, that trailer. That trailer kind of kicks ass. It kind of kicks ass.
It's already
Um,
a Spider. I didn't realize they've already done filming.
that movie's done filming.
Okay.
The leak is. It looks like it's come from like a screen testing for like trailer testing. Um, so it still could be like a ways off before it's released publicly, but it is definitely like a real Spider-Man trailer. You see the Punisher, you see Bruce Banner, you see Sadie Sink. I don't want to spoil anything that could be, but there are some cool shots in there that have you nodding your head and saying yes. Like they're Spider-Man just doesn't miss.
Okay.
So I'll let you
Yeah,
find that on your own time.
I found it. It's really horrible to look at. But I see things that look cool. I mean, it's definitely better than the Cap thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So the other thing to note with the Avengers trailers and the ones that we'll see within the next weeks with Avatar, they end with a countdown, which is
Mhm.
not actually a countdown to the movie. It's a countdown to, I believe it's 19 weeks from Friday. Um, don't really know what that is a countdown to, but you could assume that it's like a countdown to a proper
Trailer.
full trailer. Yeah. Again, this movie's like over or about a year out.
Right, right, right.
Spider-Man
But
does come out
so
before it.
it's is it a countdown to the Super Bowl?
Because Super Bowl's in like
Oh, Super Bowl's
8
in like
weeks.
10 weeks or something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Eight,
yeah,
10
yeah.
weeks. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
The
wasn't doing the
Spider-Man one
math.
would make sense for a Super Bowl trailer, honestly.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
when we would see. I believe it's like in March, the date somehow.
Okay, okay.
So
Yeah, well, I mean,
actually, is that D23?
no, D23 is usually in like July, right? Or August, something like
No,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. All I know is uh you told me to watch it. I watched it, and I was not in any way compelled, and I'm actually slightly more upset with Marvel Studios for the direction they're going after seeing it. It's just unfortunate what the state we're in right now, where it's like there's too much meta going on with it. You know what I mean? Like I wish I could just enjoy the stories for the story, but they feel like they seem to be compelled to like right wrongs that have been done over the last 6 years. And I wish they would just commit to an actual story that got me excited for Shang-Chi, for She-Hulk, for Moon Knight, for the Fantastic Four, for the Thunderbolts. Um, and I just don't see that happening right now. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah.
For Billy,
I mean,
for
the
the Young Avengers.
there also is secret. Well, Young Avengers. Haley Steinfeld's now pregnant. Congratulations. You ain't seen her suiting up for a minute.
Oh no.
There's
Oh
always Secret
no.
Wars. Like that's the thing. Does everyone show up in this, or does everyone show up in Secret Wars? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
Not Marvel related, but there was Spielberg's new movie also got a trailer, Disclosure Day. It's like a sci-fi alien invasion movie.
Yeah, YouTube was
Uh,
trying to present that to me.
looking
Did it
pretty
look good?
good. I like sci-fi Spielberg. He hasn't done one of those in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah. This is Spinal Tap 2 came out this weekend too.
Don't even start on that. That whole RIP Rob Reiner. That's a terrible situation, like top to bottom.
Yeah. It really is.
I saw him at Comic-Con. He does like my favorite panel at Comic-Con is always directors on directing, where as it implies, a group of directors talk about movies and in a very like peer-to-peer type of way. And he was on this year's panel. Just see someone like that talk ad nauseum, about what their passion.
Yeah.
And really, he was paired with Paul Feig, and the nuances of comedy and making comedies that are, which I would call Bridesmaids generational. Would you call that? Would that be appropriate for Bridesmaids?
I don't know about that. It's funny. It's funny. I would call The Princess Bride generational.
Yes, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got Stand By Me.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a bummer situation.
But it is. I just wanted to put it out there because
you said you saw Spinal Tap, or you saw the trailer for Spinal Tap?
No, I watched the trailer for. I was considering watching it at the beginning of the weekend, and then the bad things happened, and then I was like, no, I don't know if I want to watch that right now, but I do want to watch it to celebrate him and hopefully, get some sort of catharsis out of the experience. But
I recommend watching, or if listening, I don't know if you listen to NPR, but they actually just did an interview with him, I think back in September, for Spinal Tap 2, all things considered. But it's actually really sad because they do talk about his son a lot. And it's really
has the son been detained yet? Or?
Yeah, the son's been arrested.
Okay, gotcha.
But really, really good listen to hear him. He kind of reflects on his past work, talks about Spinal Tap 2, stuff with his dad. It's really, really good listen.
Yeah. I really, really hope that no studio ever remakes The Princess Bride. I think it's a perfect movie.
I know what the fuck happened this week. Sorry. It's The Princess Bride. Apparently I was in line. So I was at a brewery, and while we're at this brewery, we're sitting outside, and a giant like troll inflatable starts getting blown up in the parking lot, like massive, like 20, 25 feet tall. And the brewery starts subsequently getting more and more crowded. Go into the brewery, in line for the bathroom, and these people are like trying to take pictures with this guy behind me. No idea who he is. Oblivious to what's coming out or what's happening. I go in the bathroom, and in the bathroom there's like a sign that says, "Come join us for like a screening of The Never-Ending Story," with presumably the kid who is now an adult in attendance. So I have no idea.
Fashion or Atreyu?
Longish hair.
Atreyu, probably.
Okay.
There's two kids.
So a kid was there, and we were in the presence of this Never-Ending Story watch party.
So you went to watch it?
No, we didn't. We weren't there for the watch party. We were there for the beer. It just happened to be.
Oh, okay. Because you said you're in the presence of the party or the watch party. I was like, wait.
We had to go through the watch party to go to the bathroom.
Just really quick. Have you ever seen that movie?
I have zero memory.
Okay.
Is the kid in it the same from the Indian in the Cupboard?
No, Indian in the Cupboard is way older.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Which kid are we talking about again?
So Never-Ending Story 1984. I'll tell you right now.
Which kid are we talking about?
Atreyu.
Okay, we're talking about Atreyu. And is it a grown adult in that you're speaking of in the other movie?
I'm saying I ran into Atreyu on the way to the back.
No, but I'm saying in Indian in the Cupboard, is it an adult?
Oh no, then it's a kid. It's a kid.
Oh, isn't Indian in the Cupboard from the 90s?
Yeah, I realized they're like 10 years apart. But
yeah, there's no way it's the same.
Look the same.
Yeah, it's cool. See, this is what you get when you watch this or when you listen to this podcast. You never know what we're going to talk about. But we like pop culture. We just prefer to talk about, Marvel when we can.
Oh man, this guy has done nothing since the Never-Ending Story.
I would not be surprised about that for sure.
It checks out why he was at a brewery.
Fair enough. Do you want to talk about real official news besides the leak things?
Yeah, let's go talk about some toys for a bit.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of toy news this week. We had a Marvel Legends
did their last live stream of the year.
Live stream of the year. Mm-hmm. Let's run through them. We'll kick it off with a deluxe Grizzly figure. It's a man in the bear suit. Is that what Grizzly is? He's a Spider-Man villain.
He's a Spider-Man villain. He wears bear suit, and they have previously made a bear figure, Build-A-Figure, Ursa Major.
So this is the Ursa Major body.
It's the Ursa Major body, but they changed the hands so that they're not bear paws anymore. They're actual like hands with bear claws on them, human hands. And then they gave him a grizzly head with that person's face coming out of it. But then they also gave you a brand new Ursa Major head in case that's something, I love it because it's a grizzly figure. Like, and Spider-Man has ridiculous villains. Like, just
it's like animal. All his villains.
He has a lot of animal. No, not all. He has like a third of his villains are all furries. Another third is like all goblins, and then another third is all symbiotes. Like those are the three categories that Spider-Man villains come in. And it's a lot of all three categories.
That is cool to give you the Ursa Major head. That's nice.
But it's a new head with a movable mouth. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
Next up,
build out your Winter Guard or a Spider-Man Rogues Gallery.
Yeah, we're getting a deluxe Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider with the bike in his blue costume. This one's I like the flaming head in motion thing that they include.
It's an interesting take. It's they did a black skull inside. It almost looks like Ember inside a completely flaming head. It's a cool look. We've gotten a Johnny Blaze on a bike before. I think a few years ago, 2018. I think it was
black suit blue bike.
I think it's the black suit blue bike, but we've also gotten the blue suit separately as a individual carded figure. But this time the bike is completely red hot, like with some new details on it and stuff. And if that's the look you want, like, I like it. I don't love it because
I like the figure more than the bike.
Yes, exactly. But it's cool. It's a deluxe figure that they're gonna do in the new year.
Next up for Valentine's Day.
Man, you don't even have the slides for this one, huh?
No, because what did we say at the beginning of the show? Audio first podcast.
Yeah, but you could cue me. I could be looking at these things while we're talking about them, but I see how it is. I didn't say
I love you 3000 Iron Man. This is a pink Iron Man with a heart in place of his arc reactor. A little gimmicky. So they've done something. Sorry, Hasbro has done something similar for the Black Series, specifically around like Halloween and Christmas. They release themed
and it's
re-releases.
It's stupid. Like, it's pretty dumb.
But how are you going to complete your Iron Legion without the Heart Iron Man?
Happily, because this thing's not canon. It's not part of the Iron Legion ever. It's not. No thanks. This thing's dumb. I do appreciate that it comes with a little like card to fill out on the front the window or in front of the window. You can write to blah 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 from blah blah. Like, that's cute, but like, this thing's dumb, man. Like, It's one of the first times I've ever looked at a Marvel Legend and been like, thanks. No thanks. Like not even close. Do you like it?
I don't want them to stop trying with this. I like the holiday releases. I like
Really?
about
You like the Star
1/5 of
Wars
all the
ones
Star
too?
Wars ones. I like about 1/5 of them.
I think they're stupid too. Like I
The
can't stand them.
there's some that are really good,
Okay.
but most are trash.
As long as you say so. That's cool. What
Yeah.
else? What else you got?
Last but not least, we're
No,
getting a
not last.
second.
No, you're
Last
not
but not
done.
least.
You
What
have
else am I
several.
missing?
Well,
you didn't let me finish.
I know, but
Last but not least, we're getting
when you say last but not least,
a second wave of Deadpool and Wolverine figures. Is that okay? These are all the characters that they could not show in the trailers. Like a Blade.
not all the characters, but they did say hold your horses before you get angry at them. This is not the only wave of Deadpool and Wolverine figures they're doing this for 2026. They did say that. So I'm less angry at them. But I don't know, man. It's every now and then Hasbro now gives us a wave of figures that's like an easy pass for me. And I just throw them on the wish list. And so anybody who wants to buy figures from me so that I can use them in my photography, there's a whole wave of Deadpool and Wolverine figures that I just don't care about. That Blade figure is kind of tired looking. I don't know. It doesn't look very
looks like
posable.
a 50-year-old Wesley Snipes.
I think he's older than 50, isn't he?
He looks like a 60-year-old Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. I like the one I do like is the Cassandra Nova because she comes with a hand that plugs into a head, and that head can plug onto a body, so you can actually do the move that she does. You know, like the
Hold on. Let's run it back. We have the Blade as seen from that movie.
So super
different
old
costume.
Old Blade, yeah.
With the
two head
brown,
sculpts though. Two head sculpts. I was kind of surprised by that because generally the rule is that the faces on actors cannot have any, like, they have to have blank faces. Like that's like some rule, but somehow Wesley got away with a second face where he's showing the teeth. You know.
We're getting a brown suit Wolverine that had a brief appearance.
And you know what they did with that one? They included a neck, a swappable neck.
So
you can have an unmasked brown suit Wolverine because he was unmasked in the movie for the first part of it. And that swappable neck does not come with an alternate head.
Yeah.
That's cheap, guys. That's cheap. I watched them in the live stream bend over backwards, like doing mental gymnastics to explain to the audience, if you already have one from the previous wave, then it works perfectly. You know, it's like, oh my God, guys, this is terrible. Keep going.
Mind you, no Build-A-Figure in this wave.
I know. That's why it was an easy pass for me too.
What else we're getting? We're getting a Cassandra Nova we already talked about with the head that
best figure in the wave.
You can plug onto something else that doesn't come with it.
Looks just like her too.
She does look good, and she kind of can go comic-y.
Yeah, she looks Cassandra-y enough. Yeah, from the comics. Yeah.
You got a Cowboy Deadpool with a spinning gun,
aka Matthew McConaughey.
Mm-hmm. That one looks kind of dumb. You got a
I like
X-23.
The spinning gun effect. Though. The spinning gun effect is cool.
I like X-23. She looks fine. Two heads.
She comes with Juggernaut's helmet and the backpack.
Yeah, the helmet. I think the helmet's a nice touch. Granted, it would pair nicely with the Cassandra Nova. You do some cool things with that.
Yeah.
And a battle damage Wolverine, or I guess the final scene Wolverine. So he has
not the final scene, but the scene, the Like a Prayer scene, the start of Like a Prayer.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for
sleeveless Wolverine.
I'm still waiting for final scene Wolverine.
That's your Comic-Con exclusive. That'd actually be pretty good Comic-Con exclusive.
With the shirt completely gone, ripped off. Like that's just like the big sweaty chested Wolverine. That'd be amazing. It'd be stupid and funny.
But he comes with without the sleeves and the shoulder pads and the masked head. The other figure did not come with the masked head.
Yeah, it was so funny. I was just at a store the other day, and I picked up the Deadpool from last year for a decent price. And I told the guy, like, you know, or asked him if he had any of the Wolverines, and I think he just sold them. And I was like, I'm not really a fan of that Wolverine because it has the sleeves and it ends up being in such a small part of that movie, right? I feel like the sleeves don't stay on that thing for very long in the movie, right? Like maybe
they get ripped off halfway through.
Yeah, in the Odyssey, right? In the Honda Odyssey, yeah.
Man, if only they kept the shoulder pads on, he would be perfect. Last but not least, we're getting a deluxe Deadpool figure, which includes.
You said last but not least already.
A ton of accessories, hands, dog pulls in there.
He comes with whole cans, so he can masturbate.
Smasturbate.
They reference the smasturbate like joke by physically giving you the whole cans for this toy. That's so awesome.
I kind of want it for the whole cans.
I know the whole cans are the best part. Well, the dog pool's cool too. Dog pool's cool. It comes with all the bones and stuff from the Bye 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 sequence. It's cute. It's funny. But yeah, it's like the fourth time they've made this Deadpool toy. Like so, but that just to note, the wave itself went up for pre-order today. The Deadpool deluxe figure goes up for pre-order like at the end of January.
29th.
Yeah, so it's a little separated, but they, like I said, they did promise there will be more of that stuff. Everybody wants to know where Gambit is, where Elektra is, probably a few more Wolverines, maybe throw in the comic accurate Logan. That would be hilarious, you know, give this a short one.
No, you'll probably get the
Short King.
It would be kind of cool if they give you the Henry Cavill Wolverine.
Wow.
What's more likely, the Cavalrine or the one where he's on the X? What's it called?
Oh yeah, I forget. God Loves Me and Kills. Is that? No, that's not it. That's not the one. I don't remember what that one is. But I don't know. I feel like, what about Pyro? Pyro's a pretty important.
If you're going down that road, then you do Pyro. You do
Human Torch,
Sabretooth,
Human Torch.
Yeah,
Sabretooth. There's a lot of cool characters in that one.
I want those characters though. I would want the Cavalry more than.
All right, fair enough. And then you said, last but not least, again. So I'm just going to point out that there were several other announcements that were all better than that Deadpool wave. They announced that they will be doing an Incredible Hulk program next week.
Oh, I've got the Abomination, yeah.
And so the first up is an Abomination in the box, designed, modeled after the old Toy Biz Incredible Hulk line of figures. And that Abomination is clean. It is a nice figure because it's using the body from the Gamerverse one, but he's got comic accurate faces, like multiple faces. Super cool. Really cool, really big figure, really great articulation on it. And then they're finishing out your Astonishing X-Men lineup with a 2-pack for Astonishing Colossus and Astonishing Kitty Pryde with Lockheed.
Yes.
Those are awesome figures too. I think that pre-order is like early in the year, like January 8th or something like that. Those are really good. The best part about the kitty is it comes with 2 heads, so you can get the ponytail or you can get the hair down, whichever one you like. And then the last one they showed, it's a little out of left field. It is a Punisher Hulkbuster suit with just the most weapons on that thing and the most effects. And the thing I like about it, like, I know it's just a repaint of the Hulkbuster that we got, I think, last year. I know that in my heart, but damn it, that battle damage Punisher head that comes with it is so good. He's got like the beard. He's got a big bandage over one eye. He's just like, he just looks tore up, and it's such a good look.
It's a little different. The torso's different.
Yeah, they changed the chest because it has to have the skull on it.
The chest and the shoulders. He has shoulder pads.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's
still
and they added the big ass guns, right? Like,
yeah,
they added big ass guns to it. So I mean, they did it's reuse, but they also made it its own thing for sure. I kind of like it more than I dislike it. But I think my favorite thing that they announced, honestly, is the Abomination, just because it came with the tease that they're going to do 3 other Incredible Hulk figures throughout the year. And one of the teasers that they left made it very likely for me that I'm finally going to get the figure remade that I've wanted for a long time, which is Smart Hulk. That is a cool figure that Toy Biz made a long time ago, and it has never been remade and has never been in this Marvel Legends line officially. And it would be great to have
Hulk. The shirt, right?
He's got a tank top, a black tank top, and some brown pants.
Dumb as hell.
He's like Arnold. He's basically like Arnold in Hulk.
Sunglasses. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I want that figure so bad. And then who knows? Maybe we get a Mecha Hulk. Maybe we get something else. Something else.
Wait, hold on. I'm looking at the back of the card. Savage Hulk, Smart Hulk, Abomination, and Joe Fixit.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna Joe Fixit because we've already gotten several of him lately. But we could. We might get another one. Who knows? Maybe they give us a second version with cloth goods. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't be opposed to that because the original one was a cloth goods. So the trench coat goes over a 3-piece suit kind of thing, so that could work.
Is this like where Smart Hulk from the movies come from? Like, are they the same?
Well, I mean, he's based off Smart Hulk from the comics, but I think most fans would agree that it was not the interpretation that we were hoping for. But
is Smart Hulk in the comics as smart as Smart Hulk in the movies?
He's pretty smart, but he's also weaker. He's not as smart as Smart Hulk in the movies. I think Smart Hulk in the comics was like functioning,
Oh, I'm looking at a different. Sorry, I'm looking at a different Toy Biz one. There's 2 Toy Biz Smart Hulks.
Yeah, there's a super articulated one, and then there's one that's less articulation, right? Yeah. But there's a super articulated one that I still keep in my Marvel Legends line because he's waiting to be replaced. But his plastic is old and he needs to go. So I'm pretty excited. Yeah. All right. Well, that was everything. See, I was surprised. I was like, whoa, you're already saying lastly. I was like, you're missing some good ones.
Your toys.
The Colossus is awesome because it comes with a gritting teeth, like a mouth open face too. And I think shine. He's got an excellent shine on him. So I'm really excited for that. The 2-pack and the Hulk, the Abomination are my 2 favorite things. Like I said, you're welcome to buy me any of those figures from the Deadpool and Wolverine set, but I am not. I'm waiting till they're on discount for sure. It's been good for me. Like I've been more. I've had more restraint. I mean, towards the end of the year, I had way less restraint because there was a lot of figures that were just like, I need that, I need that, I need that. But for the most part, if it doesn't have a Build-A-Figure, it's a little easier for me to like actually weigh the options and say like, I don't know about you. So like the Gamerverse wave of Spider-Man figures, I still don't have them because I just don't.
I don't like all of. I don't prefer the MCU figures for the most part, or the Gamerverse ones.
Yeah,
I have the 2, and that's it.
Yeah, it's easy to just like focus on what I like, and so yeah. But that said, should we talk about something that I don't necessarily like?
Yes. Ant-Man and the Wasp, directed by Peyton Reed, starring Evangeline Lilly, Paul Rudd, Michelle Pfeiffer, Michael Douglas, Michael Pena, T.I. Who else am I missing? There's
Walton Goggins,
Walton Goggins,
Lawrence Fishburne, Michelle Pfeiffer.
All right, yeah, I said her.
Okay, you did.
Forgetting Jimmy Woo. Whose name?
Oh, Randall Park.
Randall Park. There you go.
Yeah, and
This
and Hannah John Kamen or something like that. Whatever her name is. Is that? Yeah. This is a movie that happened.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, and this is kind of cool that we're talking about it the week after we watched Infinity War, because in our minds, when this came out, we had probably just got done watching Infinity War at home on digital in preparation.
These came out not too far after each other,
right?
Yeah,
it was a few months though. It was a few months. Because Infinity War was like April, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And was this one May or
no? This was, I think, in the June, July-ish.
Yeah, I feel like there was a good chance that I rewatched Infinity War before I saw this movie in theaters, because I was like, oh man, it's gonna tie in somehow.
Well, everyone did. That was the whole.
That's what I'm saying. Like we all did. So like,
kind of did, but
in the lamest way, right? Right? Like, I think that's what I'm saying is we set ourselves up to be disappointed by this.
They
movie,
set
right?
us up. There was a lot of hype because I remember one of the trailer campaigns was like, where's Ant-Man? Where's Ant-Man? And they're like, you gotta watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, find out where Ant-Man is.
I know, right?
I don't want to knock on this movie.
Why?
Well, off the bat, it's
Okay.
the first movie to have a female lead in the name. That's the first in that sense.
That's fair.
It beat Captain Marvel to the punch.
But she's a co-lead, yes. Yeah.
She's a co-lead. All intents and purposes, I think Evangeline Lilly is fine as the Wasp.
She's a little boring though, too.
She's not really given much to do.
Yeah, she's really laser focused on save mom.
Yeah.
Care about dad. That's it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, this movie is it's the search for Michelle Pfeiffer, right? And
yeah, and they give you the full backstory, so you finally get a face to the mother that we met in the first movie, right?
You get inklings that Hank Pym may have been his wife in this movie.
I don't think so. I didn't get that from this.
He yells at her sternly.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Look, I don't like in a movie where you have Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer. Man, it's kind of like you couldn't give him something better else to do.
I know, right? I will say that the one saving grace of this movie is that it allows me to enjoy parts of Quantumania even more. Because, like, while I dislike Quantumania thoroughly as a movie, I think the Michael Douglas sequences are awesome in that movie, because I think I was starving for it after 2 movies, right? Like, I kept waiting for him to put on the suit and do Ant-Man stuff, and he still really didn't do Ant-Man stuff in this movie, you know, and it's like, come on, man, just do Ant-Man stuff. Like, so yeah, but I think I should say this movie starts with a clearer story about what happens, or like a recap of what happens to Janet, right? And then I think the next scene is probably one of the most adorable scenes of the whole movie, which is Scott Lang, Paul Rudd, on house arrest, post Civil War, just playing with his daughter Cassie up in the attic, because they created a maze, and Luis is there, and he's helping with the silly cardboard puppets and stuff, like to sell the experience. And I just wish that I know it's not a good superhero movie, but like I wish the movie could have been more of those three because I think those scenes were beautiful. They were fun and they made Ant-Man the movie have a heart, you know what I mean? And the movie just wanted to be something else. I don't know, like it.
I mean, I agree with you. Look, the driving force of this movie is the quantum mania, or sorry, the quantum zone.
Do they just put quantum in front of everything?
Yeah, they just put quantum in front of everything.
Yeah.
For it's just God, what it almost feels a bit like Age of Ultron ish, right?
Sure.
Where it needs to start. Okay, shit, we got to get this quantum zone shit, the lore told and laid out.
Yeah,
That way
it was a
people
lot
can
of heavy
understand
lifting, right?
you
Yeah.
know, they can understand it for the movie that comes out next year with time travel, and then eventually people will further understand it with Quantumania, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This movie, the lore that they establish in this movie is flimsy as it may be, or not
I mean,
flimsy.
this was? I mean, this all leads to Kang, right? Like we
Well,
didn't know at the time.
it all leads to Endgame, also, right? It's
Well,
the
yeah.
it's the science, the science fiction that they use to justify their crazy shenanigans in Endgame, and then also the science fiction they use to justify Kang. Yeah.
But I'm assuming by the time this movie is being made, they have Kang on a post-it note on the board, right?
Sure,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean? Like, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt of having to be, having to bite the burden of getting that ball rolling.
They also clearly have Cassie Lang as a post-it note too. You know what I mean? Like they're even making references to like, she could be his partner. Like and it's cute because like I wanted it so badly, but then like I love that actress, by the way. She's Abby Fortson. I think it's Fortson. She's so good in both movies as Peanut.
But it was never going to be her in the next one.
It could have been, considering how long it's taken. You know what I mean?
Fair.
But yeah, like I get that for Endgame they had to have somebody else be her for a minute. But where we are now, oh my god, how old is Abby Fortson now? She's probably like 18.
Probably. I don't want to think about it.
She's probably 18. She could have been Cassie Lang. Anyways, it's okay. But yeah, I think that this story tries to like, I think it wants to like explore Ant-Man lore, but just like surface level. And so instead they just want you to like care about like Walton Goggins, who is like some criminal who like he has ambitions for, huge investment opportunities, and he's a shady businessman that Hank and Hope have been dealing with in order to get all the parts they need to build this quantum tunnel. And it's just, and then he like wants in on it, and it's just like, okay, whatever. And then Ghost shows up, and that's kind of annoying because Ghost is not an Ant-Man villain. Ghost is an Iron Man villain. And you're like, okay, cool. I guess Ghost is in the story. And then Bill Foster's in the story, but he never wears the suit.
So yeah, I did like, my favorite part of the Ant-Man movies as a whole is like the Ant-Man lore. Like hearing, I find it a neat gimmick that Hank Pym was running around,
in the 60s. Yeah.
In the 60s.
Yeah.
And I like the idea
when Captain America was on ice, right? Yeah. He's like the superhero. Yeah.
I like the idea of a Bill Foster existing in that capacity as well.
Same.
He's a cool character. He's a cool looking dude.
Yeah.
So on the fact that he's even here as an older individual, to me that's cool. But you gotta pay it off, right? You gotta
pay it off. Exactly. Like that's I'm not disagreeing with you at all. Like this is 100%. Like they are building lore and it's cool. Give us flashbacks. And
there's footage of Carl Wembley in a suit for what was Captain America, then a New World Order. And that's cool. That's cool as shit.
Who are we talking about? Carl.
Uh, Isaiah Bradley.
Carl Lumley.
Lumley, sorry.
Yeah.
Wembley's
Okay.
the diabetes dude.
Yeah. Sorry. Lumley.
R.I.P.
Okay, I got what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, they didn't pay it off, but they
didn't pay it off the way we wanted to pay it off. Yeah.
But an attempt was made.
They made Cena tap out, right?
Yeah.
No, but it's I get your point. I get what you're saying because I do agree. Like I felt like I got a little shortchanged. Like they tease things and then they're like, yeah, but we're not gonna really do that. And then like same goes for Ghost's father. When you learn who he is, he's Elias Starr. That's Egghead. That's a villain. That's a villain from the comics. And they don't really do anything with him. He's just there. It's like, hey, look, there's a bald guy that could have been called Egghead if they wanted to. And it's just like, okay, you're not doing anything interesting with these characters. You're just letting them be there in the background.
Yeah.
And it just feels like a waste of a lot of opportunities. And we just keep filling the scenes with Walton Goggins. And I'm like, don't get me wrong. I freaking love Walton Goggins in pretty much everything except Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think he's just completely underutilized in this movie. He should have been somebody important. You know what I mean? He should have been
or connected to someone important. He's just like a shitty guy.
Yeah, he's just a shitty guy, and that makes it not fun. I feel like they struggled to find a use for Luis's crew in this movie. Like it was pretty flimsy, right? Like they were just kind of shoehorned into the movie. And I don't think that was the right call because I definitely think ditching them entirely for Quantumania was not the right call. I just think that they didn't know what to do with these characters after the first movie.
Look, by the time we get to like the second or third Luis story explanation gimmick, it's like, okay, I'm kind of done.
But wouldn't it have been cool if Endgame had it in there where Luis explained to Scott everything that happened?
No, I don't think it would be cool.
With Thanos?
Well, how would he know?
Exactly. How would he know? Well, I think everybody knows by then, right?
I think everyone knew Thanos snapped, but I don't think people know what happened.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people know, but it's cool. It's fine. I'm not going to die on that hill that Luis needed to tell the story of Endgame.
I'm done. I think I'm done with Luis. I'm fine.
Oh, poor Luis. I like Michael Pena. I just think overall this movie didn't give us anything special, and it just made Janet Van Dyne's character super confusing when she was like, when she came back, she had like weird superpowers that we never talk about again. After
she doesn't have them in the
she doesn't have them anymore. She kind of like cured Ghost at the end of the movie with her superpowers, and then like they're like, how'd you do that? And she's like, oh, evolution happened while I was in quantum zone. And I'm like, evolution's over the course of generations, right? You don't just evolve like on your own. Like anyways,
the quantum zone does weird things.
Realm,
I mean, quantum realm.
It was just all an excuse to fill time with shenanigans and stuff. And then Giant Man came back again, but it didn't really matter because we already saw it happen in Civil War. You know what I mean? So like it didn't have the same impact this time around. That was kind of unfortunate. Like I think a Giant Man reveal in an Ant-Man movie would have been a really big thing to happen, pun intended. But because it happened in Civil War, I mean, it was a really cool moment in Civil War. You know what I mean? But like this time around, it just wasn't my thing.
I mean,
So
yeah. See, that would have been perfect for a Goliath, right? To get big, you know,
yeah,
uh,
exactly.
a
So I
cowboy, a large cowboy Curtis stomping in San
yes.
Francisco.
So I think honestly, one of my favorite parts of the movie, besides just Cassie and Scott hanging out, was the end of the movie when uh, Randall Park's character Jimmy Woo says, "I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you soon," or something like that, right? And then they have this super awkward interaction where he's like, well, "When?" He's like, well, I just meant like because I'm gonna catch you and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, I thought you were like inviting me to dinner or something." And it's a hilarious, stupid interaction, and it reminded me of what makes Ant-Man fun, right? Is the comedy of it all. And I think just the middle of this movie just forgot to be funny. Like and I just felt like the middle of the movie was like, or I mean, the first movie is like written by Edgar Wright and Paul Rudd and Judd Apatow, and so like it really fires on all cylinders about being funny while taking you on this amazing, Honey I Shrunk the Kids ride. But like all of that charm is gone in this movie, and
Yeah, I mean, for lack of like, no pun intended, but like I think Ant Man, they set Ant Man up to be like this very different scale of hero and story in this
yeah,
world, and I think he plays up nicely for Civil War because in the grand scheme of things, that is still
mhm,
a somewhat terrestrial, domestic
yeah,
threat, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's nothing crazy. And
Mhm.
this one starts strong in that sense where he's facing the real ass repercussions of making that decision to go fight in
Right. Yeah.
that way. But then, yeah, you start getting into the quantum shit, and it's like, wow, what are we doing here? Like, it's
Yeah.
like, is he the best vessel for this? Is this where we want? And you're kind of left in this weird position, and that's, I think, part of the reason why Quantum Mania stunk so bad was because now they have to, they can't pivot. They
They
like,
have
all
to
right, we got
commit
to
to the
go.
bit, right? Yeah.
They have to commit to it, and like it feels super super out of place.
Yeah. It just I think I would have liked if Ant-Man just kept doing heists. You know what I mean? And like and finding ways to use ants and shrinking powers to do awesome heists. But they wanted to be something else,
I
and
mean, it's
yeah.
okay for your sidekicks to stay sidekicks and still be the heroes of their own stories. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Like Spider-Man finds a way to do this, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying Spider-Man's a sidekick. It's just in the MCU he kind of is treated that way for a while. And he has excellent experiences out on his own. So it's just yeah. This is rough because I love Paul Rudd. I love a lot of the actors in this movie, and I just feel like you know I had to start and stop it for various interruptions throughout the week, and I just felt like this. Why does this movie feel like it's longer than Infinity War? It just wouldn't end, man. I just couldn't get this movie to end. And I do appreciate the little tag or teaser in the middle of the credits, the stinger that's like, oh look, here's what's really happening. Like Scott's trapped in the quantum realm for like who knows how long because everybody else got snapped by Thanos. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but why wasn't the rest of the movie cool? And that's
I'm not too excited for Ant Man and Doomsday.
I know, right?
Like, what
I
the
like
fuck's Ant Man gonna do to Doom?
exactly. Unless he does the freaking Thanos maneuver, I don't know if I really want to see
Like,
him doing.
people want Daredevil to be in Doomsday. Would it be cool?
Okay,
Sure, but what's
what's he
Daredevil
gonna
gonna
do?
what's it gonna do to Doom?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
It's at a certain point you gotta, I don't want to say
Yeah.
stay in your lane, but you
Well,
know.
sometimes it's just about them adding character to the story, not about like doing something important. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I honestly don't mind Bruce Banner's character in Infinity War, even though he doesn't get to do anything. He provides some cool exposition, and he has, an internal conflict going on in that movie that I'm okay with. I know a lot of people are not.
He also sort of further serves like as a foil of like how smart Shuri is.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's what I'm saying. You can find ways to use Daredevil that don't have him,
Well, like look, Spider-Man
kicking
No Way
Dom,
Home's a perfect example.
kicking Doom's ass.
He's a lawyer. He's just a lawyer in that movie.
Exactly. Yeah. So, or you could show him in a suit and he gets his ass kicked, and that establishes scale. Whatever. It's great. But now we're off somewhere else. You're ready for Doomsday. You're like, and I think
we're ready
just
for
trying
Endgame.
We're just trying to finish our trek to get to Endgame and then Spider-Man Far From Home, and we're very close to it. So if you're patient, we're gonna finish this, I think, ride before before Wonder Man comes out. Right? We're gonna make this happen. So if you're down, Ricky, I'm down to do Captain Marvel next week.
We got 3 more. No, we have Endgame. What are you talking about?
No, Captain Marvel is next week. Then Endgame.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't dislike Captain Marvel. That movie made a lot of money too.
I think the further away I get from it, the more I dislike it. But if I watch it again, I might like it again. So there are things that have been forgotten about that movie, and I'm excited to go see them. I think I liked it more than Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think at this point in the MCU, Ant-Man and the Wasp was probably one of the worst, right? Like it's because it's so mediocre, right? Like I think even like Thor: The Dark World at least took some swings, and I don't know. This movie just like it felt neutered. It just didn't have any oomph to it. Yeah.
A lot of too many when you're cooking, right? You always want to keep your components in check. And they didn't do that with this movie. It becomes a very complex dish
that's still bland somehow.
Yeah, but the complexity does not equal delicious.
Yeah. All right, so
anyways,
we're doing this. Captain Marvel.
We'll wrap it up. Captain Marvel next week.
Endgame before the new year.
Endgame before the new year. You'll have to stick with us, ladies and gentlemen, on this audio only podcast.
It's not audio only. No one said it's audio only.
Audio first podcast.
Don't be so binary.
Until then, true believers. Enough